Usyk versus Dubois 2, Saturday, July 19th. Live only on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Regan Slaymaker for Not Just Boxing, and I have the pleasure to be joined by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Adam, undisputed Saturday night. 2 days away now, 2 days away. Are you just as excited as you were when the first fight was announced?
I'm just as excited as when I first called a fight, I know, back in the 90s. It's in me, Regan. I get butterflies, just maybe like the fighters. I love it when it comes to Saturday, and it's boxing, and at whatever level it doesn't really matter. But of course, when you're at this sort of prestige level, the undisputed heavyweight championship on the line for the first time in Britain. I was there when Lennox Lewis fought Evander Holyfield twice in America in 1999. Of course, Oleksandr Usyk became undisputed cruiserweight and then heavyweight champion last year. But on home soil at our national stadium, it is absolutely fantastic, and it's going to be a brilliant night, as it always is at Wembley.
It definitely is. Sorry, I've got the former IBF middleweight world champion Darren Barker to my right.
We're going to have a coffee, aren't we? We're going to have a coffee after a couple of interviews.
Of course. Next time I'll join you for that coffee, Adam, as well. I was going to say, a lot's being made of the different Daniel Dubois that's going into it. Do you buy into that? Do we have a different Daniel Dubois going into this fight as we did the first one?
He certainly believes it. So if he believes it, Don Charles, Riz Khan, his dad, and everyone around him believe that Daniel Dubois is a different guy than 2 years ago, then that's great, because that's what they need to. Do I think he's different? He's the same guy, he's the same fighter, but I think he's psychologically better, and I think he's physically better as well. I think he's in cracking shape all round. I think those wins, the stoppage win late on was a big one against Baby Miller. And then Hrgovic, he took his lumps and bumps in the first couple of rounds, got through that. Another unbeaten fighter he dealt with. And then, of course, Anthony Joshua here in September, his best ever performance, and he looked really ready for that focus, as though he would not be denied that night. That's what he needs to be again. It is 11 months on. I would have liked to have seen him have a fight in February. He was obviously ill for the Joe Parker one, so I think that might be a slight worry that he's been out of the ring for so long. Usyk, of course, fought in December, and he's got to solve the puzzle. You know, first time round he couldn't do it. Yes, there was the controversy over the body shot stroke low blow, but he lost the fight. So he's got to wipe that out. He's got to start again on Saturday night. He's got to get his jab going, which is a world-class jab. He's got to double that up. He's got to not allow Usyk to get centre ring or into a rhythm. Like Usyk did that first time against AJ. He took AJ's jab away in the first round. Look back at those first 30 seconds and you'll see Usyk almost won that fight in the first 30 seconds. If Dubois can stop that happening and get just his nose in front in the first 2 or 3 rounds with calculated and clever pressure, then he's got a chance. But I still think Usyk has got to be favoured. He's brilliant in rematches. He's just a nightmare to solve. His judgment of distance is fantastic. He's just the best. And to beat the best, you've got to be incredible and also probably incredibly lucky. So, look, we might have lightning on Saturday night. The weather's going to be all over the place. I think Daniel Dubois is going to need everything on his side to win this. It's not impossible. As Don Charles said up there, you know, the impossible becomes possible. He's a spiritual guy. So is the Dubois family. It could happen. And if it happens, it's a huge moment for British boxing. Will it happen? I think it's more likely that Usyk becomes a 3-time undisputed.
Definitely. I don't think I could have put that better myself as well. I was speaking to Shane Mosley yesterday. He was hanging around the open.
Amazing. Have a Hall of Famer
exactly.
Just turn up at Box Park.
It was really strange ahead of his exhibition next Friday.
That's right.
Really strange. But he was saying that kind of he's favouring Dubois because he wants Dubois to go to that body because the head's always moving. Is it? Do you buy into that, or is it a case of hit Usyk anywhere to kind of slow him down, or does he need to target that body like with the body shot low blow scenario?
Sure, I think Dubois got power to hurt anybody, and I think he should not just look for the body shots from the opening bell. He's got to box his way in. He's got to try and find the openings, which is really hard on Usyk. But yeah, of course, he's got to try and pressure him into corners when he gets him on the ropes into those sort of neutral corner type places in the ring. That's where he really needs to unload. And of course, he's got to try and target the body. We know Artur Beterbiev had Usyk down in the amateurs with a body shot. We know the controversy of what happened in Poland. So I don't think Usyk has a weakness to the body, but I think it's certainly something that Dubois has got to try out within the first 4 or 5 rounds. And let's see if he gets any success with it. But it can't just be body hunting because Usyk's way too clever for that.
Definitely as well. Final two for me, because I know I think there's a queue of people surrounding around me, and you got to go for your coffee with Darren Barker as well. The two back-to-back weekends of boxing, you guys are out there, yourself and Andy, for the Voice of Boxing as well. But I mean, we'll start with Katie Taylor. I mean, the greatest female fighter, one of the greatest fighters to ever live, gets the job for the third time against Amanda Serrano. I mean, amazing night, not just for women's boxing, but for boxing on Friday night.
Regan, well said. Not just one of the best, if not the best female fighter that's ever lived, one of the best fighters who's ever lived. Katie is my friend, first and foremost, but as a performance, I thought she rolled back the years. I thought she looked 25. I thought it was a terrific... I actually watched it from right up in the media section, up in the God, so it was a different view, but watching her feet move and her judgment of distance, I talked about that with Usyk. Katie's judgment of distance on Friday night was absolutely incredible. I thought she outclassed Serrano. She made Serrano look slow, which I never thought would happen. She didn't engage with her, so it wasn't the fire fest of the first two. I actually thought she lost the second fight. I thought it was 1-1. But the third fight put no doubt in it. I thought she was absolutely breathtakingly brilliant. And that's not just because she's my mate. It's an objective view of what she did on the night. And as I said, I thought Serrano won the fight before. I thought Katie was fabulous. I think she deserves a homecoming now in Ireland, whether it be Croke Park or anywhere. They should just make a place for Katie Taylor to fight on home soil back in Ireland. She's a treasure. She's a jewel of Ireland. She's a jewel in sport. One of the greatest sports people who have ever done this. Ever to lace them up, ever to perform. She's humble. She's just a wonderful human being, and I'm absolutely thrilled that she could put on a performance like that. All respect to Amanda Serrano, accepted her licks, a phenomenal multi-weight world champion who's done amazing for sport, particularly in America. And Clarissa Shields, who I caught up with on Saturday night as well, she can always be the quote. But Katie is unique because Katie is humble. Katie is a nice human being. She's wonderfully talented. She's dedicated, and she has a country behind her, almost wrapped around her, which I think is so beautiful. So, yeah, Katie, brilliant on Friday. Hamza Shiraz and Shakur Stevenson, brilliant on Saturday night. And Dalton Smith gets his world title shot probably in November in Riyadh. So it was a brilliant week in New York. I'm still jet lagged, Regan. I'm having real trouble sleeping, so I need to get some rest before Saturday night.
Adam, I will leave it there. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure for your time.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.